Get started. Good morning. Welcome. So we are actually, I'm going to switch it up today. We've been doing, this is Tonia, by the way, one of the collabs. We've been doing the KB Core training every week after Stump the Broker. So doing CRM stuff this early in the process of learning KB Core just didn't seem to make much sense. At the time the class was planned, we were still working on trying to find a CRM. So now with that, I figured, especially with all the new agents coming in recently, that we should do some basic stuff. And one of the things I think I've gotten some feedback for that people are maybe overwhelmed with or get a little confused with is setting up your business page. And the Facebook business page is pretty important. It connects to our CRM, KB Core, so that you can run posts, advertisements. It connects to so many other what else do we use? Yapstack that automatically post for you. They will not post to your personal page. You have to set up a business page in order for those automations. And then you can, share them from your business page, from your personal page, to kind of get some traction and some visibility on those posts. But it's really important to have that business page so we can get, obviously, all the free advertising that you can possibly get. And that's one of the great tools, thanks to social media. So I'm going to share my screen and we are going to actually set up a fake business page. I am not obviously going to publish it, but we're going to get to the point to where it's published. And then once we get to that point, I'm going to switch over. I've got a few business pages that I have ran, and obviously my realtor business page that I currently run. So you'll be able to see the other side of it once you set it up and kind of get familiar with it. And depending on interest and time, I found out about a cool new website / app yesterday. If you are into AI at all, it was very, very interesting. I had taken a training class in North Carolina and the instructor there went over it and it was actually pretty cool. So with that said, let me share my screen and then we can go ahead and get started. All right, so let me make this a little bigger. Sorry, we have this bar with Zoom, so I'm trying to keep everything confined in the bar. So in this day and age, I know a lot of people, most people have a Facebook. If you're in real estate, you really need any kind of sales, really. You need a Facebook. You need all the social media things. You need Facebook, you need Instagram, Twitter. Threads is still new. I honestly am on it, but I don't really mess with it much. We'll see where that one goes. But the more you get your name out there marketing wise, the more presence you're going to have, the more people are going to remember who you are, what you do, and overall, it's going to make you more successful. You'll get more organic referrals if you're constantly telling people what you do and providing valuable information, which thanks to several programs that we have, you can put out that authentic information. You can put out valuable information. You can put out funny memes. There's so much you can put out just to keep drawing traction and to relate with anyone that follows you, knows you, your sphere. So definitely need to set this up. Now, this is my live Facebook desktop. So I apologize if there's anything weird on there because you never know with people. You never know what they're going to do. But basically, it's easier, obviously, to set up the business page when you're on a desktop versus you can do it from the apps on your phone or iPad or tablet. But you get more detail and it's just easier if you do it from the desktop for most people. So the first thing you see is over on your left-hand side in the menu options, there's going to be this little thing here that says pages. And when you click on that, if you already have any pages, either you've already set up your real estate page or you have other businesses that you are the social media manager for, or you are connected with or run in any way, shape, or form, this is where it's going to show up. If you do not have one, not going to be anything there. I believe it tells you create a page, or it just goes right to the create new page. It's been a while since I haven't had one, so I don't know where Facebook is with that, honestly. once you create that page, and even if you already have a page, maybe it's not complete, but do keep in mind also that pages are not groups. It's a very different thing. Pages are a landing page, very similar to your personal profile, that you can post from. You get a feed just like you do on your personal profile. You can interact as your business page. So we will get to all that once we set up our fake business page. So I'm going to hit the create new page button, and we need to think we want our business to be. It's very easy to set it up. Everything is basically plug it in. It tells you what it needs. Facebook sets the criteria for you to be able to create a legitimate business page and give your customers or your sphere an idea of who you are and what you do. Let's see, is it Kasha or Keisha? How do you pronounce your name? Okay. That's fine. I won't make you talk. So anyway, so I'm going to try to think of, let's see, a really great realty. So you come up with your business name. A lot of agents just kind of put their name, real estate. We can take a look at a few of our agents' Facebook pages after a bit too, but you have to, I believe Facebook has got some guidelines where you have to say, you know, you got your business name, but you have to really say what it is that you do. You can't just have some crazy business. And that has to do with a lot of the scams that are out there, the fake business pages that obviously ask you to buy things, pay money, do all that. So there are certain requirements to try to filter that out. I think Facebook still needs to improve on that, but let's call it a company. And again, this is not going to be published, but obviously if this was you personally, you would pick real estate agent. And then for your bio, if you have not gone on realtor.com or you have not set up kvCore and set up your website, you need a really good bio. A little bit that explains who you are, what your focuses are. You know, we've got some agents that they're listing agents. Some of them are buyer agents. Some of, you got property management. You've got all these different specialties within military relocation, first-time home buyers, any and all that you want to deal with and work with and focus on and are trained and, you've done all your research, you're confident and knowledgeable in those areas. You want to fill this in your bio and kind of make it look, kind of give them insight on who you are and how you can help. Obviously, I feel like when someone is choosing a realtor, it's more of an interview. You need to make sure that they're going to work well with you, you're going to work well with them, and it's a happy family and your best friends at the end of the day, because that's going to make a better transaction and easier communication. Now, there's always going to be those clients that are a little bit more difficult, but it is kind of, you want to explain who you are. So not only do you want to put your professional stuff, you want to kind of describe what your hobbies are, things you're interested in, what you do for the community, how you give back. Now, with Facebook, you can only put so much. It's so many characters that are allowed. So we're just going to come up with a quick, short little description. Also, just a little tidbit. Chrissy and one of the other collabs and I were playing around with Chat GPT and putting in our boring old bios and having AI help us create something maybe a little more clean. We did a shortened version of our bios. We even did a humorous, kind of funny, witty version of the bio, and it came up with some awesome stuff. Like, I'm about to change all my bios everywhere to be have a little bit more personality. I feel like it's going to be eye-catching. People might actually read it and enjoy it and get some calls out of it. But for today's sake, I'm going to do let's see, the best darn realty service you will ever experience. I'm just being funny here because obviously this, like I said, is a fake page. We're not going to publish it. It's just to show you how to set yours up. So if you haven't created a little bit of information about yourself, work on that. Use AI to help you out. A lot of people are not comfortable with describing themselves. Some people are over comfortable with describing themselves and need to shorten it. So please use AI. And we are going to be doing more training sessions on AI in the future because it's amazing. That's just it. It's amazing. It's going to help you. It's going to help you with your bios. It's going to help you write emails, marketing materials, letters. It's going to help you with listing descriptions. I've used it for listing descriptions, and you can't think of anything to say, and you got to be creative. Well, there you go. You've got AI that can help you with that. So there's going to be a nice fun class coming up soon. I can't remember what month it's in, but it should be on the group page as to what the plan is. And of course, sometimes things change, but that is definitely one we are sticking to because it's very important. All right, so focusing on first time home buyers and military relocation. You will not be disappointed. This is a horrible, horrible bio, so please don't copy that. But all right, so once you have come up with your little thing over here, you will see that you can see not only the preview of your desktop version, but you'll see how it looks on mobile as well. And this is really important when you're inserting your cover photos, because you want to make sure they fit. I've had cover photos that I've created in Canva, which Christy Hall does a really great Canva class on. Please attend that one. You will learn a lot. If you're not familiar with Canva, it is free. It creates great marketing material. But when you're creating these cover photos or even your profile photo, sometimes they look different on the desktop versus the mobile. I have more issues with desktop than I do with mobile as far as the whole thing showing up, but you really have to kind of tweak it, and you want to make sure it looks good on both. So you do want to do those previews, and then let's create a page. I'm glad I did this today and not yesterday. Well, Facebook was down. So we are going to, it's going to ask for your website. I'm just going to put in mine. Again, I'll put in my phone number here. You want to put in your email. We're going to see how far this lets me go without yelling at me. Trying to think, what suite are we? 102? 104. Kind of brain bug. That's okay. Do you want to sit beside me? Because that way you could see my screen. I kind of already got started the first steps, but you guys have a Facebook page, so it was just setting up. Okay. Anyway, so then we want to fill in all the blanks, easy peasy. And so what I'm doing is I'm setting up a fake.
Is there somebody online?
There is one.
Okay.
I'm setting up a fake Facebook page, but I'm not going to publish it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swap over to my Facebook page so you can see what it looks like while it's published. So I'm going to say no hours available. Some people do set hours, or you can say always open. It's up to you. I have played with it. It really doesn't make a difference because it's your sphere coming to you. So they know they can reach out to you all the time. So feel free to do whichever you are comfortable with. All right, and here's the fun stuff. You can add a profile picture. let's see. I guess we'll just use my stuff here. Hold on. Boom. My big old face. You can add a cover photo. I don't know if I have mine saved on here. Let's just call our logo the cover photo. So see how it stretches out here on the desktop? It's going to look a little bit different. You really have to create a cover photo. And like I said, pay attention to the Canva class that we put on for you guys, because Christy does go over how to create the Facebook cover photo or Twitter cover photo or whatever social media it is. So, you can add an action button. If you want basically people to schedule appointments through Facebook, you want them to sign up, which is connect KV Core, because you might be able to get them to go to your website and get into your CRM so that you can start drip campaigns on them. If you were a restaurant, you can start order, you can sell products on there, you can sell tickets. You can also have different ways of people to get in contact with you. Obviously, Facebook wants people to use the messenger to get in contact with you. Facebook also owns WhatsApp. Meta owns WhatsApp. So they do connect to WhatsApp as well. We know WhatsApp gives us a lot of scam people, so be careful with that. You can also, if you don't want them to contact you through Messenger, I know some people don't really care for the Messenger app of Facebook. You can have them call you or send you an email directly as your preferred contact. And then if you are trying to get people to go through any other routes, for us, not really, unless you want to put your website on here. But you can add the buttons. And when you add the buttons, I did message, and that way you can set it to, they will message you. And it'll be one of the main buttons on your Facebook page. And we'll go to the next screen. Waiting on Facebook. Obviously, like I said, Meta owns WhatsApp. So they're going to ask you to set up your WhatsApp phone number, but you can skip. I skipped this because I don't use WhatsApp. I used it in other businesses, but I have no need for it in real estate. Some people might. You might have customers that are overseas, investors that are international, people that are moving to the area. Military is another one, because there are some places they cannot use their phones or any other messaging service, depending on where they are in the world and those restrictions in those areas. We're not all the same. So WhatsApp can be very convenient for you guys. It depends on who your target market is. I'm going to skip it. This is the important thing. Obviously, you want to invite everyone you know to like your business page. You want to get the word out there. So basically invite all your friends. When you click on this, they should all pop up, and you can check these boxes, send those invites, a notification to everyone's Facebook for them to like and follow your page. Obviously, the page is no good if you don't have followers. So you want to get as many people as you can to like and follow your page. And then this is a point where I'm going to stop, because it starts publishing and inviting people to like the page. And this is a really great realty fake page. So we are not going to go further. Yeah, I don't have much feedback today. I wanted to create something like,
I like it.
Like I
That's
put
great realty.
the best darn realty service you'll ever experience.
Who is online?
I don't know if it's Kasha or Keisha.
Keisha.
Keisha? Okay. Nope. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to us.
Keisha is correct. Hi.
That is correct. Thank you. You're alive. Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
I've got Nikita here with me. Nikki.
Hey, hi Keisha.
Hi.
Did you create your page while she was going through it?
I already had a page. I wish I
Good, thank you.
this way because I made a whole separate login page instead of just doing it this way. So this looks very informational, but and it gave me really good tips on the bio and all that stuff. So I'll do that stuff. I still have to set up my website and my KV core. So once I do that, I'll add all that stuff to my bio.
So let me ask you this.
Mhm.
What was the reason why you set up a separate, I hear this a lot from new agents, setting up a separate account once they start real estate. What was your determining factor of setting up a new?
Well, I set up a new account. I don't really have a deciding factor as to why I set up a new account. It was a different email. So I can get those notifications to my real estate email, vice my personal and stuff
Right.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious because I just wanted to know, because I always just kind of did it naturally, through my current Facebook, even though it is personal, just because that's where my sphere is.
Yeah.
So, but I've seen a lot of people that create additional, like a more professional Facebook page and setting it up, like you said, through your emails so it doesn't get misconstrued with all the other stuff. So I was just curious. That was my curiosity on if the benefits of doing it that way. So, all right. So now that this part is done, it'll walk you through inviting your audience. And then once you invite your audience, it'll allow you to publish it. Cool, right? And then once you publish your business page, you can go in and start adding all of the details. So I'm going to switch over to mine, and obviously I've set mine up. So there's not like, I don't need to set up any of the details. But once you go to your business page, there's a couple of things you can do. You can switch to interact as your business, which that gives you more options. So I'm going to switch my profile. And now you can have better access to the professional dashboard, which goes over the engagements you get, goes over content that you put out, blah, blah, blah. But we're setting up our page. So I want to go
I like that
home.
banner. Did you make that?
I made it in Canva.
Very nice.
Made it in Canva. Go to Christy's class.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, I just got to add my military relocation
Nice.
badge. So
Where did you do
hopefully
it at
that'll,
Alpha?
no, did it through NAR.
They were sending those, did you do it online?
Yeah.
Okay, I need.
It's super easy. It boils down to paying money. Like just paying the fee.
Okay, okay.
Like it,
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Mm.
that's all it is. Super easy. But anyway, let me see. All right. Let's go back home so I can get to my page. Don't want that. So if you go into your page, you can actually go in and edit your stuff. So Facebook will tell you what they consider your page to be. If Keisha, you might have that good, instead of excellent, because not everything is set up yet as far as website, all that stuff. But it'll tell you if you need to improve some stuff, or if you're not getting enough engagement. It's a good little gauge to kind of see. Obviously, it's all algorithms, which I went over the last class, so there should be a YouTube video about that. But the more legitimate and the more you do kind of what these websites want you to do as far as inputting the data and information, they're going to push you higher in the seen rankings, so that way your stuff is seen more often. So you want it to be seen as often as possible. Obviously, there's a couple of things I need to do to be at the top, invite more people, which I do need to do that. I am guilty. And then linking WhatsApp. Again, I just don't use WhatsApp. So I'm not going to do it. But you want to make sure. So my intro, I'll go over who I am, who I work for. That's very important. We have to always say where we are. who we are, where we're licensed, license numbers. We need all that information in, so that we are complying with all of our marketing rules and regulations. So it explains that the office address, my contact, obviously, they're not going to be able to contact you if you don't have your contact information up here. So phone number, email, website, you can promote the website directly from this edit page. So that way you could do a Facebook ad, and the Facebook ads, if you did not already know, you can connect this to your Instagram. So I have swapped my Instagram. Again, Meta owns the world, so they own Instagram. So I've swapped my Instagram to a business page. It's easy. You can easily click on the business page or you click off. It's so easy. It's one little button in Instagram. But I clicked it on as a business. I've linked my business Facebook account to my Instagram, which it is my personal Instagram because I didn't set up a second Instagram. But whatever Instagram you want to use for your real estate business, set that up, link it together, and anything you promote on Facebook, you have the option of also advertising on Instagram. It'll be the same thing. So if you go to promote your website, you can promote that website on Instagram as a sponsored ad, just like you see on Facebook. Scrolling through the feed, you see the ad. So, and of course, how much money you put out there into it is how much you're actually going to be seen. It's a pay to play. So if you go in and edit your details, you can change any of these things. You can add services. You could, if you say you dealt only in luxury, you might want to add a price range. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I don't put a
I don't, I mean,
preference.
we sell services, not
Yeah.
things. So we sell things, but it's more of
Yeah.
our
I
services.
feel like I don't want to lose out on anything.
Exactly. I want to
Everything.
help anyone and everybody that needs it. So I don't limit myself, but there are some people that do specialize. I worked for, I was a marketing manager somewhere else for another real estate place. And there was one agent in there that was strictly luxury, only did oceanfront. That's it. If she did anything under a certain amount, it was because it was friends and family.
Got it.
Yep. So some people are like that. To each their own. Everybody's got their niche, right? Again, you can add your websites. You can also feature links on your page, and you can set the audience to public. You can change your audience for certain things. Obviously in real estate, we are public. You want to be as public as possible. I do not recommend changing from anything except public. You want everybody to be able to access you. It's the nature of our business, and it is not smart, I don't feel like, to do otherwise. So once you set it up and you set up your basic information, let's see, let's go about. So it's got all your stuff filled in. So if you can tell, I switched over to the business account and they changed the business pages to where they're more like your personal page. You can even interact as that business. Like I have a feed of everything my business page follows. And I can interact with them as my page, as my own person. So, if you don't want to go through the hassle of setting up a whole different profile, you don't have to. You don't have to interact from your personal page. You can interact as your business page. It is possible. So then a little about the business thing. So there's another website that you can, I hate that thing. Okay. There's another way to access your business page, and it's from business.facebook.com. So I actually have the Pages app on my phone. This shows you a little bit, I don't know, I don't know what Meta's doing with this. For a while, they wanted you to use only the business, and then they came around a while back and let it be so that you could create a business profile from the regular Facebook.com or your regular Facebook app. So I don't have to use the business app anymore, but I like using this business.facebook.com a little bit better because it was I managed multiple pages I had 5 pages at one time that I managed. It was just easier for me to switch back and forth between all those pages. So I got used to this one. I don't know how long this one's going to be around, if they're going to keep it up, just continue it, whatever. But it's the same information now than it used to be. So you can still get your notifications. The only difference is you can't interact as yourself. You don't get the timeline
Okay.
like you would get from the regular facebook.com site. So interacting with other people, it's a good place to manage the business page, but if you want to interact as your business, post on, you know, trash and treasure sites about open houses or any of that, you might want to do that from that first website. I believe Facebook has now made it official and changed to where we have to post houses as our personal page, not our business page. Like if you do it on Marketplace.
No,
Mm.
somebody
So you can no longer, I used to do it from a business page all the time.
to Marketplace.
And yep, when you're on Marketplace and the trash and treasure sites and all that, now you cannot do that. You have to do it from your personal page. So
But can you still do that? Because somebody posted and they said they were locked out or something of their account or something.
oh, Facebook went down yesterday.
No,
Everybody thought they were locked out.
no, besides that, I mean, a few days ago, someone said they posted on Marketplace and Marketplace flagged them
From
or
their
something.
personal page or their business
I'm not
page?
sure, I didn't pay attention.
I've posted open houses all over Marketplace. So again, it's
It keeps changing. I
it's
think.
been a while since I've done a true open house where I posted it on Facebook. Like I did one recently, but it was kind of last minute, so I didn't get to market it. I haven't had any issues, but they are making it harder for agents, for car dealerships,
Let me
for
see
a
if I
lot
can
of
find it. It's
businesses
the-
to actually post on Marketplace. They want individual people to post on Marketplace.
Got it.
So they are cracking down on it. Even our repair shop, we had problems sometimes. I had to do it myself, which sucks because I didn't want,
Yeah,
I wanted all my customers to know it's coming from the business, not from me personally. So
Scammers on
watch-
Market. I guess
yeah,
they're
just
trying-
watch. Go ahead.
I said so many scammers on Marketplace. I think they're trying
It is.
to tracking down actual people when things like that happen.
It is, and I think that's what flagged real estate in general was all of the rental scams that have been going on Marketplace for so long. And they're just making it very hard for us unless we purchase an ad
yeah.
through them. And then it's super easy. But if you want free advertisement, it's kind of hard to do it right now.
Yeah.
And one day you can and the next day you can't. They're constantly
they're
changing
changing
it.
things.
So I don't know. Honestly, my opinion about Facebook ads is you set the budget. It's not that expensive. It's all about how much you want to put into it.
And here's the thing, because I've done Facebook ads,
Mhm.
it's really all about the follow-up, I think. If you do not follow up with them, it's just waste of money,
Yeah.
you know, because if you call them, I mean, the thing is you call them that day or the next day or whatever, they usually will not answer, or they will talk to you once and then ghost you unless they really want that one property.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not following up with them, it's not worth it.
And
That's my
that-
2 bit cents.
I agree with that. And then I also know my experience with Facebook ads is more people comment on the ad or message you from the ad than you actually get their information for, right? So as long as you're responding to them and providing valuable information that actually gets them to want to
yeah.
communicate with you more, because some people are in the middle of the night scrolling, they see your ad and they're like, oh, okay, let me message them. And then they forget they ever did it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you stay, again, the follow-up, stay on top of it, message them back, or make sure you're giving them actual valuable, you got to give them a hook. You got to give
Yeah.
them a reason to
Yeah.
want to come back
Because
to
I
you.
know a lot of young people, like I mean, their business is set up on like Facebook ads and they're
Mhm.
making, but they have all these automations and they have a lot of stuff that because they're good at it. For me, like I'm getting better now that, I'm trying to
Yeah.
get a hold of KV Core, but it's just that. So
I've tried the automations. I have actually, I've tried them, especially with the other business. I really tried them. And my problem with them was you're losing that genuine interaction. People
Yeah.
want the genuine interaction and not some automated message.
yeah, but it's
So I
again,
had to stop
yeah.
using them. But people do use them and they do seem, I mean, especially larger teams, you see that they use all that stuff.
No, I think it's a matter of, I think the automations can work,
They can,
but you
can.
have to mix it up with authenticity. Like you
You do.
have to make sure you're calling them once a week and then they're getting these follow-up texts or email or just texting them, which I guess once I think KV Core has a
Yep.
lot of it set
Yep,
up.
it does. It'll
So,
tie into it a
yeah,
lot.
it'll tie
Yeah.
into it. And with the Facebook ads, if you are running those ads, you can have those people come right into your CRM. So you
Yep.
don't have to manually put it
Oh.
if you're doing it through KV Core.
Yeah. So Keisha, I actually now direct everyone to my website, my KV Core website.
Okay.
And I set up the website to where they need to put in, if once they click on it for a little while, they got to put in their name and email address minimum.
Okay.
I've gotten quite a few people from that. So it's pretty cool. So if you direct all of your Facebook stuff to your website and then you set up your KV Core website, we can help with that, by the way, just come on in. But set it up to where after a few minutes or however many clicks, they have to put in their contact information and at a minimum get a name and an email, you're going to get it. I mean, you're going to get it. And now they're in their drip.
Yeah.
They're there, it's so cool how it all works. But
shoot out like newsletters and things like that through KV Core too.
Do what?
Like if you wanted to have like a weekly newsletter, it'll shoot it to everybody.
Oh yeah, you can set up campaigns. They have templates. Definitely try to attend or go back and look at the videos that Thomasina sent out for the first, we've done 2 or 3 classes,
No,
3
yes,
classes now.
4.
Was it 4?
4, but 1 was 2. So I think we've done 5 in total.
Yeah, 1 was 2. I was here for that one. But anyway, there's several videos where she's posting them to the YouTube or texting them, emailing them out to us. I think they're texted and emailed. They're not on YouTube.
The first text yesterday. So I watched part 4 last night of the KV Core.
Okay.
I got that last night. So I missed 3, so I'll go back and try to find those.
Okay, and if you can't find them, just reach out to me. There's my number. I'll be happy to forward them to you.
Also, there are in KV Core, there are in the courses, they're there.
They are there, and you can sign up for your own time and, spot in their webinar, their live webinars. But if you just want to do it at your leisure, you can go into KV Core, or if you want to, you want to go back and do the ones that we've done in here, just, if you can't find them, just let me know.
Okay.
We'll help you. We help you. We got you.
you.
So anyway, okay. So this is kind of cool because, ignore this. This came from that's my daughter actually from Instagram. And I did respond to her. So sometimes with your business page, Instagram and Facebook don't talk together. So when you're on this, for the most part, they do. So don't take me wrong. Like, don't read it wrong. It's not horrible. It's just kind of annoying because I don't like notifications. I'm one of those people. So my phone is clean. My inbox is clean. My Facebook is clean. Like everything has got to be clean. I don't like notifications. They stress me out. So sometimes when you get a notification on Instagram and you go into the Instagram app and interact with people, it doesn't come through to the business Facebook side of things. I don't know why. I don't know if they'll ever fix it. It's been like this for years. It literally drives me nuts, but it's been like this for years. That's just me. But anyway, it can tell you different things about boosting your ads. If you have ads to boost, you have an inbox where people can actually message you. Most of mine come from Instagram, so they're, you know, so my Instagram is my personal Instagram. So I get a lot of family stuff, friends stuff, the spam stuff that you get on Instagram, hey, I want to run your social media for you, whatever. These are all responded to, from Instagram, but they don't always carry over. But you do have this whole connection where everything comes through. Just these Instagram comments and notifications don't always go away. They look like you always have a new one, and you don't. But here's the thing about Facebook. They care that you are interacting as your business. So when someone messages you, if you want to stay good in the algorithms and getting seen, respond to that message.
Okay.
Even if it is one of those spam people, say no thanks.
Yeah.
Because the more you respond, the more they know that you are active and engaged with your audience, and they're going to show you above someone that has not responded to a page in 8 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
I do it on purpose with my other business because we actually closed it back in the fall. And I have to leave the Facebook pages open because that was how we built our business, honestly, was Facebook. It really was. It was word of mouth and Facebook. And I keep the Facebook pages open because, believe it or not, there are still some people that don't know we closed, even though it's been
6 months.
Well, we technically closed back at the end of July, but we were still kind of working until November. So it's been a while and people still don't know. So I leave those pages open because people know our website goes to Facebook. Everything we did through Facebook for the most part. So I have to leave those open, but I purposely don't respond to people because I don't want our business page to show anywhere because we're not actively in business anymore. So that's just me doing that. I put on there, we're closed. We're not going to respond to anything. So that page looks like a hot mess right now. I have not responded to anybody, but anyway, but for the rest of these, you do want to respond. So you keep staying legitimate. You can create reels from here. Reels, Thomasina does them all the time. Successful. Jessica Dowd does them. Cragen, Courtney, a lot of people. Munesh does them all the time. Does them very well, actually. So reels work for some people. I honestly don't like doing them.
I'm not good at them either. I think I'm gonna say the last reel that I did, I had my son put together. My kids are good at it. I'm not good at it.
You know what? But I can tell you that video is really important. I mean, I don't do them. My husband does. I don't like to do them, but I think it's definitely something to think about. It's just coming out of your comfort zone. That's all it is.
It is. It is. And I'm one of those people in my past lives being in advertisements and videos and radio commercials and things like that.
You're done.
I froze up. Like, it was like take 2, take 3, take 4, take 5, take 6, take 7 until something decent came out. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I just deer in the headlights. Deer in the headlights. Like, I can do this. I can do Zoom all day long.
Yeah.
But you put me on YouTube, like Chris and I talked about, I don't know how many times doing a YouTube channel or a podcast or something like that. And I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't. I would make a horrible actress.
No, I we overthink it.
We do.
I'm like that too. I'm like, I don't look good. I don't sound good. My hair's a mess. I'm like that. And I think it's just us in our head.
Yeah.
Because I'm 100%. Like that too. And I can wing it because Munesh does it all the time. And I can, every now and then I can just pop in the video. I don't have to be the main focus.
Hey.
But I know because I've done a few video classes, and I think as realtors, it is important.
Yeah.
It can get us very noticeable. But again, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. But it's us in our head.
Yeah, it is. It's 100%.
And because I've done a lot of video webinars and all that, and whoever the instructors are, they'll like show you their first video, how they started, and then
You never go back.
and
You never look back.
and then how they've improved. So I think like for the three of us who we feel like, oh my God, we don't want to do it. I think it's just
we just need to do it.
overthinking it.
Yeah.
So I've tried a few TikToks. I'm more comfortable with TikTok actually. And I think it's, for me, it's because TikTok is mostly strangers.
Yes.
And I feel like an idiot in front of people I know, making the reels and stuff. But on TikTok, I'm fine. My mom's not on TikTok.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like most of my family, not on TikTok. My friends are, and they'll see stuff, but they're also doing TikTok. So it makes it more comfortable. Reels to me make me think and make me worry about, oh, was my makeup good that day? Oh, did I look fat that day?
Yeah.
Like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Again, we just have to get over ourselves, because I
Yeah.
don't think people are thinking that much. They look at it and they scroll.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think you're right. You're right. I might have to grab Munesh for
You should grab Lara, because
for a,
she
yeah,
is-
true.
and
true.
Thompsina, I mean, I know
Yeah.
she if the day she's doing it, she'll do like 10 of them. She has the script. You have
Yeah.
to be prepared.
You
and
have to
just
plan
have
it.
to go
You have to
for it.
plan it, and don't post them all at once. You post
Yeah.
them later on. You make them now, post them later. But anyway, you can do reels from your business page. You can create stories. A lot of people like stories. I'm not a big fan of them. Do y'all do stories?
We've started. I'm not a big fan too, because I feel like you don't know, you can't tell how many people are look. I mean, you can
Yeah.
see the views and all, but
Yeah.
people tend to comment less. But I think they do work.
Mhm.
It's
I
just
think it's
mixing
because
them up.
I think it's because stories was first and then reels came out, and then
Yeah.
reels is like taken off. So I don't know how long stories will last, honestly. I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like that might go away. But so anyway, so you also have your insights. You can see, I have automated posts. I don't post for my business page. I post for my personal page. I like to mix personal and business. I don't think we should all be all business 24/7. I think that's annoying. I get annoyed. I have plenty of people that are entrepreneurs and they're always marketing themselves, and I am cool with it as long as I know how your kids were, how your dog was, or give me something else other than
Really.
just your business. So that's my personal opinion. Some people run just business stuff, but my business page, I use KV Core and I use Yapstack, and they create the content and it is automated. Let me go to we're kind of running out of time, so I don't have a whole lot of, let me switch back to this one. Go to my page. So Keisha, if also you have not set those things up, do it, because I have mine set up as a mix. So there's interesting content, there's memes, there's stuff about real estate, there's market updates. If I'm doing an open house, then I create an open house post for my business page. I always share the good posts that I get some reactions to. I share them from my personal page. So if I see that, this one got a couple of laughs or whatever, I'm going to share it, but I'm going to share it from my business profile. Because you get more exposure, more people follow your personal page than they do your business page. It just is what it is. That's how people are. So if I can share it from my business page or my personal Facebook, I can get more insights and more people looking at my business page than I would have just posting one or the other. So it really works with open house or new listings or, any kind of bragging you want to do on yourself. Post it from your business page and then go share it from that business page from your personal page. Get more exposure to it. It works. but you can see, but all this stuff is done automatically. I don't do it. Somebody else posts for me every day and I let it.
Paying for that?
I am not. It is
Okay.
all free.
Oh, wow.
I don't pay a single thing for this. Yapstack is free. Yapstack is where most of the stuff comes from.
And how do you spell that?
Yap, YAP. I'll put it in the comments or in the chat. Yapstack. It
Why?
used to be not back at you. What it was the other one that we. Oh, I forgot the name of what it used to be called.
YAPZD.
YAPSTACK.
Oh, wow. Yep. Stop. Do you have to set up something?
I just logged in through my Gmail
Okay.
and then you connect it to, so Yapstack goes to my LinkedIn, it goes to my Facebook, which also feeds to Instagram as long as it's a photo. Problem with Instagram is if it's a link or sometimes video doesn't go. I had video go recently though,
Yapstack,
so
you said, no?
Yep.
YAPSTACK?
yep, hold on. Pull it up so you can see. Let me get rid of that stupid thing. All right. Yapstack. Should come up right here. So anyway, so it posts for us all the time. Like this is what it's going to post for me. And every week it just automatically does it. You can go in and delete things you don't want it to, but I don't do that. I just let it roll.
Okay.
It's pretty good content. There are some things that you get nothing from. Nobody interacts with it.
Yeah.
And then I've noticed that people interact more with the funny memes and the jokes
Yeah.
than they do anything else, but I still want to give them valuable information. And Yapstack, between KB Core and Yapstack, I can actually give them a mix. Both of them do a mix. KV Core, you can actually select what content you want to share. So what categories, traveling, cooking, real estate, whatever.
Wow.
And then it just generates twice a week or however often you set it up. And then I've got this one that does it every single day and at no cost.
That's really good to know.
At
I
no
mean,
cost.
people who are not here definitely missed out on a lot of great information.
They really did. I've only got a few minutes left, so I just want to show you, because I said in the beginning, I had this new app that we learned yesterday. Lila needs this. So it's called Audio Pen. So basically you can record a message and there's a free version.
Okay.
And then there is a $75 a year version where you can go in and edit things and tweak them more. But you can say a very vague or maybe not even that great of a thought. So I can be like, this yard, hold on, I gotta allow it. Hold on. This yard is really ugly and you need to clean it up. It's disgusting. And for people that need filters like me,
One of those people.
so it's rewriting. This yard is not pretty. Please clean it up. It's not nice. It changes it to a more professional. That is a very vague, the instructor we had yesterday, he uses it all the time and he did property management. So it was definitely stuff like this. Like you need to pay your rent. You need to, and you get really mad at people for not listening to you. So I have a tendency when I'm texting someone or emailing someone, I go straight into the point. There's no fluff. There's no, hey, have a good day. I have to go back and consciously change that after I've typed out what it is I actually want to say. And then I have to go back and like make it nicer, make it more friendly, not so straightforward, depending on who I'm talking to.
Read an email today. I'm like, hey, read this. Because everybody says that Keisha's so mean. So I have
I'm telling you, it's a thing. Like I'm just, when you get so busy, you don't have time for the fluff. You just want to, hey, need you to do this. Well, this actually will help you fluff things up. And it's AI, but you see how easy that was. Like I just spoke into it. I said what I wanted to say. And it came back, and again, he did a much better example of cleaning this up, but it came back a little nicer than I originally said it. So something for you guys to play with. Might be worth money. I don't know. I'm gonna keep playing with it and I might pay for it. I don't know.
$75 a
It's
year,
not bad.
Doable.
It's not horrible. I like free things personally, but
Sometimes it's worth it.
when you pay for AudioPen, you can choose. So it just gave me it gave me one example of how to say what I wanted to say. When you pay for it, it'll give you a direct way of saying it, a professional way of saying it, a fun way of saying it, a nicer way of saying it, a shorter way of saying it. Like,
I
it gives you
like
different
it.
options of how you wanted to express what you were trying to say. So anyway, very cool. Check it out, play with it. I think that's all I got time for today. Did you have any questions?
No, not at all. This was very informational. Thank you.
Thank you.
No,
Thanks for attending it. I hope to see you in the office a little bit and 10 more.
coming to the meeting Tuesday.
Yeah, come in person is more fun.
All right. Well, we will wrap it up. If you have any questions, tweaking your business page or your Facebook or turning your Instagram into business mode, whatever, feel free, save my number, reach out to me. I'm all over the Coastal Town Group page. So
Awesome.
you can reach out to me at any time. I'm always here to help.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Well, you enjoy the rest of the rainy day.
Yes. You too.
All right. Thanks, Keisha.
Bye.
Bye.